Hello there. I'm Shiny and I'm gonna play the OneShot Pancake episode. It's a 10th anniversary small game to celebrate the original 2014 version of OneShot coming out 10 years ago. So, yeah, I'll be voicing the characters and we'll have a full playthrough. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna begin. Hi everyone. As you know, it's the 10th anniversary of OneShot. Well, the original version anyway. So I thought I'd decorate the cafe. We opened extra early today, so nobody's shown up yet. Except me, Nico. Sorry. Applause the child. They deserve it. Okay, that's enough. I'm here on a very special mission today. Can you guess what it is? Does it involve a celebration cake? Of the pan variety? How'd you know? You, literally told me a minute before the camera turned on. Oh, right. Ahem. Today, I will be showing everyone how to make Mama's special pancakes. And he'll be helping. Because he's a grown-up and I'm not old enough to use the stove without adult supervision. So true, Nico. But didn't you, set things on fire before? Yeah, in the main game they used, in the prologue part they used, the electricity on the stick and then put it in, the fireplace. I think God counts as an adult supervision. Oh, that's fair. So we ourselves are not in this world. It's just Nico on their own. So there's no connection to us. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, then follow me to the kitchen. Okay. Alright. Nico. You can run. I don't think we have access to our inventory. Alright. So I'm gonna quickly just check around. Banana and coffee. Yes, it's the line from the from the refuge. Oh, milk and sugar. I like them both, but not in coffee. I don't think we can interact with anything here. And we're stuck within the cafe, so, alright. And today we can go in here. No customers for us? Let's travel. This is the kitchen. I cleaned it up pretty good. You never know that we had a fire last week. Another one? Right. Robots are surprisingly flammable. Oh no. What happened? Okay. I'm gonna first look around. That's a fridge. That's the pantry. It doesn't actually have pans in it. Oh, pantry. This is the storage room. It's cold, so you shouldn't go in. Alright. A fancy coffee machine. Coffee is for grown-ups. Never change, Nico. That's the sink. Frying pan. Makes pancakes. I feel that. I'm not allowed to use a stove by myself. Anything else? I think that's... yeah. Hello, Ling. My coworkers aren't here because they're still getting repaired for fire damage. Because they're the robots. So we won't have extra help today. Do you think you can handle it? Of course. I help Mama out in the kitchen all the time. Especially when making pancakes. Their little face, I love them. I even wrote down the recipe. Oh, it's Nico's thing. Wait, this has some extra drums. Oh yeah, it has extra percussion. In like the Solstice Epilogue soundtrack, the song's there, but it's not exactly this version. Whoa, so many pages. And surprisingly legible for crayon. Like I said, these pancakes are very special, so I read a lot. It takes Mama a long time to make, start to finish. She even makes the syrup herself. Whoa, okay. Wow. Sounds like a lot of work. Sometimes in life, you gotta work hard. Fair. Oh, it says here that we will need cups of things. What are cups? Wait, does Ling not know what... Oh. Yeah. Measuring cups? You have to measure cups. Apparently in the OneShot universe, they do not have measuring cups. Not sure if I get it. Their face. Don't you cook for your job? How do you cook without measuring cups? Measuring spoons? How do you know how much flour to use? I weigh it? Oh yeah. I hear that people in the city do that. Hey, we're in the city, so... Sounds like a hassle. They'd have to use a scale every time they cook. Well, we do live in a city. Hey, I just said that. No. Not your city. My city. The cities we have back home. Right. Using a scale all the time sounds hard. It'd be much easier if we had measuring cups and spoons. I still don't get what those are, though. Like, amount-wise. Maybe we need to get some help. Do we have, like, a robot to... Hold on. Prototype! Sorry. Oh, you brought a friend. Their little face. Yep, and he's willing to help us. Willings isn't exactly the right word here. Oh my god, they're so cute. Okay. Or is this the same? Just making sure. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's all the same for now. Wait, what's this down here? Oh, while you were gone, I dug this thing out from storage. Ooh, what is this? Why don't you turn on the switch to find out? Oh, a music player. I thought it'd be fitting here. It's playing the Happy Birthday rendition. Nightmargin, I think, composed this on stream, so... Does it play any other songs? It's only the birthday song, I'm afraid. Huh? I wanted it to play heavy metal like in the cooking shows. Library Stroll Heavy Metal Remix. We need that in our lives. It's also kind of funny that you have to light it on fire every time. No Nico, no arson. I know. I like it though. Fire is cool. Bling arson? Fire is hot, actually. That is true, Nico. Fire is hot, actually. I think it is a level 3 safety violation and therefore extremely stupid. Don't worry, the candle isn't real. Convincing though, right? Oh. Then it's just stupid. No. I like the birthday version. Oh, hello. I don't think I've seen you around before. Nice to meet you. Don't get your hopes up. I don't do nice. Oh god. That's just what he wants you to think. Hush. There's Prototype's a softie. He does care about people. This better be good. Of course. I wouldn't call you if it wasn't an emergency. A dire, sticky, sugary, delicious emergency. You want me to do gram conversions, don't you? Prototype's getting right to the point. Maybe. So much for this not being a pain in the... Oh no. Assuming that you do not need perfect conversations, I should be able to help. This world is only calibrated to the metric system, and my database on other units only has a limited sample size that does not account for various contingencies. So it might not be exactly... How much does a cup of flour weigh? 120 grams, roughly. Whoa! You answered so fast. A simple query like that does not take long to... How much does 3 cups of water weigh? 720 grams. Nico's just like testing it. How about half a cup of beans? Depends on the bean. A pinto. 70 grams, and why do you even need beans to make pancakes? How about 100? Sorry. So, I love Nico. How about 100 cups of ice cream? Vanilla. 21,400 grams or 21.4 kilograms. Are you having fun? Is a kilogram of steel heavier than Is a kilogram of steel heavier than a kilogram of feathers? Do not test my patience. Oh. Reduce to calculator. I'm sorry. Now that Proto's here to help us, we can continue. For those of you following along, you will need a gram scale. But if you have measuring cups and spoons like I do at home, you could use those instead. Ooh, so are they gonna tell us both of them? It would probably be a lot easier. Next up is ingredients. Since this recipe is long, we should probably split it into 3 parts. It kinda is 3 recipes in one. So those are the hazelnuts, then the syrup, then the actual pancakes. Okay. That's what Mama does. You have to do it in a specific order for the best results. Okay, I'll go get everything ready. Quite the list we have here. Alright. Anything to say? Frankly, I don't understand why anyone would not use the metric system. It seems hard. Like something you'd do in a lab, not in a kitchen. A kitchen is kinda like a lab if you think about it. Cooking is basically chemistry in its own way. That's very true. Wait, yeah. Pancakes are my favorite food. But what's yours? Good question. I'm not sure if I have one. Because it changes all the time. Fair. Stuff for making the syrup. We should make this after the hazelnuts. The hazelnuts are on the cutting board on the counter next to the wall. Stuff for making the syrup. Oh, sorry. These are mixing bowls for making pancake batter. We should make this after we make the candied hazelnuts and syrup. Okay, so it's hazelnut syrup, then pancake batter. The pancakes are way better when they're fresh off the pan. Oh, I love this game so far. And Nico's also written so well. Well, they're not written, they're a real person. I'm not delusional, you're delusional. Okay. But these are hazelnuts. Mama always starts with this step where she turns the hazelnut into hazelnut candy. Ooh. You sprinkle them on top of the pancakes later. She also says that this recipe is pretty dangerous for a kid, so I normally only help with the first steps. First, I cut a piece of parchment paper with scissors and put it on a baking pan or anything that's heat-proof. Then you need to get a knife and a cutting board. I'm not old enough to use knives on my own either, so you'll have to do this part. Okay. Take about a half cup of hazelnuts. 65 grams. I like how Proto just goes in and gives us the stats. And cut them up like this. Then you pick out all of these big pieces. You don't want the crumbs because they'll burn. You can save the crumbs and just mix it with the hazelnut flour though. Smart. Now you need a frying pan. But not for the pancakes. Toast the hazelnut pieces on the pan on low or medium heat for 5 minutes until they turn brown and smell nice. Careful though, you don't want it to burn. They won't burn if I'm stirring them the whole time. I like how it's giving us actually in-depth recipe. I think at least so far, which is kind of cool. So it's doubling as a little add-on to one of my favorite games, and also a good pancake recipe. I also love the little drawings. Oh, I think it's just about done. Whoa, that's fast. But it's only been 3 minutes. All stoves and pans are a little different, so they heat up at different speeds. Okay, then you turn off the heat and dump out all the hazelnuts onto a plate or bowl. Or just the counter if it's clean. Then you wipe down the pan really good with a damp towel to get rid of all the burnt bits. You can put the pan back on the warm stove to evaporate off the water. You need the pan dry for the next step. Now, the skin should be loose on the hazelnut pieces, so you can rub the pieces between your hands to get all the skin off. Are they cool enough to touch it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, let me do it. Mama always lets me do this part. I like to use my sleeves. Oh my god, they're so adorable. Wait, but Mama isn't around to wash my coat afterwards. If you use your bare hands, it'll probably take longer. Why not just use a towel? Smart. But not all of the skin will come off, and that's okay. Then put the hazelnut pieces back into the pan, just like last time. Don't put in any crumbs. I'll just throw the crumbs away this time, since it's mostly just skin and burnt bits anyway. Then you add a quarter cup of syrup to the pan. 50 grams. I like how the only time that prototype talks is just for the conversions. As he said, reduced to a simple calculator. Now turn the pan on medium heat to melt the sugar while stirring the pan. Mama says melted sugar is super hot, so it can really hurt if you touch it. Danger. Hot. Okay. I'll stay over here. Oh, Ling's cooking the hazelnut, the syrup. I can't believe something as tasty as sugar can be so dangerous. The sugar should start to melt at around 5 minutes. It might be different for this stove, though. Once it melts, stir it even more. You want to melt all the sugar and coat all the hazelnut pieces with it. Mama usually keeps it on the stove for another 3 minutes or so for all the sugar to melt. Okay, I'll keep stirring. Be careful, okay? I'll be fine. Oh, did you burn yourself? Oh no. Nope. Oh, just surprised it melted as fast as it did. Don't scare me like that. I think it's done though. Okay, take it off the heat. Hurry. Danger, still hot. Then you dump everything out again, this time onto the parchment paper. I'll pour it into a thin layer since I assume we don't want big clusters that'll be tough to break up later. They'll stick together at least a little bit. And again, it's really hot, so definitely don't touch it. I love how this doubles as a, like, actual recipe. But once again, it's cool. You can chop them up on a cutting board. Don't try to break them with your hands, though. Sugar can be as sharp as glass. Another cruel betrayal by the world's most delicious substance. Okay, it's all chopped up now. Do you have a jar or airtight container? That'll keep them crunchy while we make the other things. Otherwise, the sugar will get sticky after a while. Say, why is that? Is Nico, like, looking at prototype? Why are you looking in my direction? Because you're the smartest guy here. Science music. Because sugar has a wait, let's see if I can do this. Because sugar has a hygroscopic properties, which means it attracts the water molecules in the air. The water molecules would then disrupt the crystal structure of the hardened sugar you just made. You heated the sugar up to about 150 degrees Celsius, also referring to the hard crack stage. In this state, the sugar is hard and brittle. And crunchy. But as the hardened sugar continues to pull moisture from the air, and thus disturbing its crystal structure, it would lose its brittleness. Water is able to do this because it is a polar molecule, which means that it has two differently charged regions. The oxygen atom holds a partially negative charge, while the two hydrogen atoms hold a partially positive charge. Oh no, Nico's brain must be like fried right now. This polarity gives water the ability to attract other polar molecules. And not only that, the pair of hydrogen bonds in the water molecules also... This goes on for another 5 minutes. Oh, Nico's so impressed. I'm learning words. I'll just go put these in a jar with some silica gel packets. Silica gel, a form of silicon dioxide, is extremely porous with a large surface area that facilitates moisture absorption and retention. It has the ability to absorb 40% of its own weight in water and use it as a commercial desiccant. In our case, it would absorb all the moisture in a small enclosed space, the sealed jar. Good to know. Yes, we go back to like the chill music. Fancy. Okay. I know fire is dangerous, but I like looking at it. I know. Did you know that you can start a fire with just sunlight and a magnifying glass? Really? No, you've opened Pandora's box thing. No. Yeah. But don't try it on your own, okay? Of course not. But for some reason, all of a sudden, I wish I still had the sun. No, Nico, no. I'm surrounded by lunatics. I feel that. Would you have anything on? Okay, no, you said the same thing. Ling. Oh no. No, Nico's gonna start their arson phase. Alright, prototype. You never answered the feather question. I refuse to entertain it any further. So true. Okay, on to the syrup. Let's go. We're making the syrup next. Oh, syrup is a super simple... Oh, syrup is super simple to make. Wow, I just couldn't read that. I apologize. Well, I think it's scary, because we're melting sugar again. I'll stay over here, away from the stove. Nico is both afraid and alert to fire. Sorry, I cannot speak. You can help me cut the butter at least. We'll need 2 tablespoons of it. 30 grams. cut into smaller pieces with a butter knife. Butter knife is safe for little me. On my side, we'll need a cup of brown sugar, 208 grams, which goes into the saucepan along with half a cup of water, 120 grams. Mix together with a small whisk, then heat over medium heat while constantly stirring. Oh, don't forget to add the maple syrup. 2 tablespoons, right? 40 grams. Say, why do I have to cook the syrup to melt it when maple syrup always stays a liquid? Oh no, are we getting another prototype brand? You're looking at me again. Maple syrup contains invert sugars, which are structurally different from table sugars. Invert sugars have a better moisture retention properties and do not readily crystallize. It is typical to add invert sugars to syrups made with regular sugar in order to prevent the mixture from recrystallizing, which would lead to a grainy texture. I normally just use honey or corn syrup for that. Then it won't taste as good. I wouldn't know the difference regardless. Oh no, you cannot eat. Oh right, you can't eat. Once the syrup boils, switch the heat down to medium-low and simmer for about 2 minutes while stirring. Nico, can you pass me the butter? I cut it into little cubes like Mama does. Is that okay? Nice. It can be any shape. The pieces just need to be small enough to melt quickly once added to the syrup. Stirring it helps it melt faster. Correct. Then we just take it off the heat and leave it in the pan to cool down to eating temperature. Careful not to touch it though. Okay, we finished the syrup. Last part. What you have to say now? Oh, wait. Is it Randa? Oh, have you ever had steamed buns, Nico? I've been making them a lot lately. I've only heard of them. Is it like bread? Kinda, but most of them have things inside. Bread has things inside it too. Like flour. So true. You never answered the feather question. Oh, the feather question. Okay. Now we're finally ready to make the pancake batter. The main event. Yep, it's a 3 mixing bowl recipe. 1 bowl for the dry ingredients, 1 bowl for wet ingredients, and 1 bowl just for the egg white. That's how you really know it's special, huh? Because of all the dishes you'll have to clean afterwards. Oh, so true. It's not a labor of love without the labor, as Mama always says. Look, well, looks like we'll also need a sifter and a whisk. More things to clean later. Oh no, Ling, I'm sorry. And a pan, don't forget the pan. Because otherwise it would just be a cake. Actually, it would just be raw. We don't need to use the stove until the end, so I can help out way more this time. The first bowl is the egg white bowl. It needs to be super clean. No oil or it'll ruin everything. I like to wipe down the bowl with some lemon juice, just to be sure. Then you want to take an egg and separate out the egg white. You can't mix any egg yolk into the egg white because egg yolks have oil in it. Say... Because egg white is pure protein. Protein molecules tend to link to each other when particularly denatured through mechanical force, such as whisking. The whisking process would also introduce a lot of air into the mixture, causing the protein mesh to become a foam. Oil molecules would disrupt that mesh structure, causing the foam to collapse. That was what you were going to ask. How did you know? Oh, right, back to the eggs. I like how we just have, like, those prototype moments. This is such a cute game so far. I like to suck out the egg yolk with water bottle, but that can sometimes break the egg yolks. I can also dig it out with my hands, but then my hands would get all slimy. I just use a separator. Oh, that's handy. It's handy because then you don't need to use your hands. Okay, now we put the egg yolk in the second bowl, the green one. We can leave the egg white alone for now. I hope it doesn't get lonely. It won't because it's just an egg. Oh, they're so cute. Half an egg. Frankly, I don't understand why anyone would not use the metric system. It seems hard. Like something you do in a lab, not in a kitchen. A kitchen is kind of a lab if you think about it. Cooking is basically chemistry in its own way. Wait, did I might have already read that. I'm sorry. Oh, this game's adorable. Okay. Light ingredients. Alright, then we take the bowl with the egg yolk and mix it with half a cup of buttermilk, which is very tasty. 112 grams. You'll want 3 tablespoons of regular milk to go in that too. 45 grams. Mix it all together and leave that alone too. You can put it next to the first bowl so that it doesn't get lonely. It won't get lonely, it's just milk. Oh, this is so adorable. Okay, now we want to take the sifter and put a half cup of flour. 60 grams. Oh, but then I gotta take a tablespoon of flour out. 8 grams. Leaving you with 52 grams of flour. Prototype looks like he's so done with this. I'm sorry. Right. Then add a tablespoon of cornstarch. Also 8 grams. Then after that, add 2 tablespoons of hazelnut flour. The best part. 14 grams. Then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. The other best part. So 26 grams. Then 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which does not taste great on its own. Nico, when did you eat 1 teaspoon of baking powder? 5 grams. Then finally, a pinch of salt. Less than 1 gram. Don't add too much or the pancakes will be salty. Might still taste good though. Don't even joke like that. I wasn't joking. There are salty pancakes out there too, you know? I like to make mine with shredded vegetables such as... I will pretend to not hear you while I sift through all this flour. Nico sees this as unholy pancakeness, which is valid. Oh, the bigger pieces of hazelnut and some of the brown sugar may not go through the sifter. That's okay though. Just add it into the flour mix after everything's sifted through. Then you can mix by hand one last time before adding it into the buttermilk mixture. Doesn't actually have pans. Sugar water! Oh my god, a margin of the strange reference. Okay, anyways. Sometimes I like to mix sugar in my water before I drink it. I do that with syrup and milk. So true. Frankly... Oh yeah. Alright. Time to mix these together. You want to pour it in the flour mixture slowly, then mix it with a spatula real gentle. Ah, that's called folding, where you mix the dry and wet ingredients together in a sort of cutting motion with the spatula. If you overmix, the pancakes will get tough, though I don't... Because it develops the gluten in the flour. Gluten is a mixture of proteins found in wheat flour, which is created when flour is mixed with water and further developed into an elastic network of elastic polymers. Thanks. Gluten's also great for making bread, but not so great if you want to make something softer, like pancakes. Some people are really allergic to gluten, so I gotta clean the kitchen really well for customers with allergies. I feel bad for them because then they can't have pancakes. Maybe they can use gluten-free flour. It might not be the exact same, but maybe. Okay, now we leave the batter alone for about 20 minutes. This gives the baking powder time to activate and will also hydrate the flour. Rest well, batter. Aww. We'll need to wait a few more minutes for the batter to be ready. We should work on the egg whites now. Okay, this part is really hard. You gotta take your whisk and whisk the eggs whites a lot until it turns all white. It takes Mama forever to do this. An electric whisk will make this a lot easier. That's a thing? Nico's face. Yeah, I guess Nico doesn't have like a lot of like electricity stuff where they live. Yeah? What is this sorcery? Electricity. That's handy. That's why it's called a hand mixer. That's not actually why it's called that. A couple drops of lemon juice in the egg whites will also help. Oh, right, Mama does that too. I always wondered why that is. Because acid helps stabilize the protein foam. A slight lower pH would keep the denatured proteins relatively loose, preventing them from folding back up. This allows the structure to be able to incorporate more air bubbles, creating a more stable foam. Traditionally, the acid most commonly used for meringue is cream of tartar. Oh, I love tartar sauce. It's great in potato salad. Oh, we normally just use it for seafood, especially fish. I like fish. And before you say cats like fish, I can assure you that's a coincidence. But maybe that's why they named a famous cat after tartar sauce. Tartar sauce is something completely unrelated. Oh no, prototype. The name tartar and cream of tartar comes from potassium bitartrate, a potassium salt with tartaric acid, which potassium is a funny word, but it has a bad word in the middle, and I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Oh shoot, you're right. Pronounced potium. Potium. That's Nico's humor. Let's stop talking about potassium. Okay. Shut up. Oh god, prototypes had it. The egg's that soft peak right now. Do I keep going? Mama usually whisks it until you can turn the bowl upside down. Without anything falling out, of course. Because that would make it a huge mess. Stiff peaks it is, then. Half a minute of electrical mixer sounds later. And it's ready now. So fast. Such is the power of technology. Okay, now we put the foam in the batter and do the fold mixing thing again. But we have to pour the egg foam into the batter, not the other way around. Otherwise it might mess up its conscience. Consistency? I knew that. It's okay, Nico. Words are hard. I feel that. Oh, and you'll have to use this batter right away, or it'll go flat over time. Okay, I'll go heat up the stove then. It's still hot. I should leave it alone. I don't really know the other steps because it's on a stove. Okay. I'll take over then. Oh right, we don't have the regular griddle right now. It was damaged in the fire. Sorry, just moving my microphone a bit. Sorry. I'll just have to make these in the pan. That's what Mama does. She uses a really heavy black pan for these. I think it's called a cat's iron pan. A cast iron pan. That's the one. Silly me. We are not cats. It's subconscious, Nico. Oh, sorry. Oh, and she adds a ton of butter to it. We only have stainless steel pans right now, so butter would definitely help it not stick to the pan. Though that might not make it very smooth looking pancakes. Butter tends to make it look more bubbly. But it'll taste great. I'd eat a stick of butter by itself if I could. Oh, well, we probably won't need that much butter for this batch. Since I usually make pancakes on a big non-stick griddle, I might be a little rusty doing it the old-fashioned way. Unlike this pan, which doesn't rust because it's made of steel. I'll start heating up the pan on medium heat with some butter. About 4 or 5 out of 9 on a standard stove. Prototype's just providing like the important information. Give it maybe a couple of minutes, then add a drop of water to the pan. If it sizzles, that means that the pan is hot enough. Scary. Then you lower the heat down a notch to around 3, and how much batter does your mom normally use? Let's see. About 1/3 of the cup. Conversion data for pancake batter not found in database. Alright. Enough batter to make a pancake about 4 inches across. So we'll end up with 5 or 6 pancakes. You can make them bigger, but they'll be harder to flip. Okay, first pancake down. Let's wait about 5 minutes for that to cook. Then you can slide a spatula under it. If it feels solid enough to lift without collapsing, it's ready to flip, and barely any color. I expected this. The first pancake is always ugly. That's actually true. Cook it for 4 more minutes on the other side. Flip it, and done? Same on the other side too. I guess the pan isn't hot enough yet. That's okay. The Messiah shall accept the ugly pancake as sacrifice. So true. I love them. Now time to make the rest. Don't forget to add more butter between each pancake. They're eating the pancake. That's adorable. I'll crank out the heat up a notch to 4 this time. Maybe this will help it brown better. I don't want it to turn up too high because it might burn. Nothing sadder than a burnt pancake. Every stove is different though, so these definitely aren't hard numbers. Oh, this pancake turned out nicer. But the pan is too hot now, so if I add more butter now, it'll explode. Scary. Because butter is an emulation of fat and water, both of which do not mix with each other. The explosions are caused by the water rapidly turning into steam under high temperatures. Yep, that's why you don't put out a grease fire with water. I'll lower the heat back to 3 for now. Guess we can just adjust the heat as we cook the rest. And done. The pancakes, they're there. Pancakes. We have them. Oh wait, sorry, I might have skipped something. You think that would work with almond flour too? Probably, but I like hazelnuts. Sorry, let's see if I can. I apologize. Right. Okay, so I apologize. I missed a line. It's alright. Oh wait. Huh. Sorry. The hazelnut candy we just made, which we're saving for later. It's the syrup. I'm still here for some reason. Yep, that you are. It's a knife. Very dangerous. Yay. Nico, be safe. It's a cutting board with some hazelnut crumbs still stuck to it. Eat it, Nico. Alright. Are we just about ready to put everything together? Yup. Let me do it. Okay. So we stack the pancakes and add a square of butter to it, like this. And then... where's the syrup? It's over here, on the stove. Back in the danger zone. It was starting to congeal, so I'm warming it back up. Caramel syrup tends to solidify after a while. Especially in our case, since it's not a true caramel, so it'll get gritty as it cools. That is true. Nothing a few minutes on the stove can't fix, though. But you have to stir it the entire time or it might burn. Yuck. Okay, then we pour the warm, not burnt, syrup over the top and sprinkle the candy hazelnuts on top of that. And done! Yes, the puzzle solved song. We have made the pancakes. They look beautiful. This is worth it. This is our... Okay, so sugar, we're like pretty sweet, but not most sweet. Protein, you know, there's some egg whites. Love, it's full love. Friendship definitely helped a lot in making this. Brown sugar. Also, I like how brown sugar and sugar are two different ones. It's kind of funny. Fats, medium. Now, normally I would eat the whole thing myself, but Nico plush. You guys work so hard on this. So we should all share. I cannot eat. Oh, right. Oh well, more for me. I'll just eat the extra pancake that didn't fit on the stack. Wait, that didn't fit the stack. But that's the sad one. Sad, lonely, undecorated. Never mind. Ling's being all fancy with his cooking or decorating technique. Professional at work. You guys want to eat the rest of these at a table? Yeah. They're so cute. Alright, then let's take a break from the kitchen. Let me quickly get my computer charger. I will then continue this lovely pancake adventure. Alright, here I am, ready to feed Nico pancakes. The fruit of our labor. It's not actually fruit. That is true, it is a pancake. It's the fridge. Oh, no, Nico's saying it. It's the pantry. No pans inside. This is the storage room. Wait, is this it? It's a fancy coffee machine. Coffee is for grown-ups. It's the sink. Frying pan makes pancakes. I'm not allowed to use the stove by myself. It's a knife, very dangerous. I'm still here for some reason. I'm sorry. Lamplighter, Alula. Oh no, I completely forgot we were open early today. How long have you been waiting? 44 minutes and 59 seconds. What if he actually says like the amount of time that it took? That would be... Actually, he does in game, so I'm pretty sure that's like actually the amount of time I took to get here. Oh, I just got here. Hi, Nico. Hi, Alula. Hi, lamplighter man. I have a name. What you guys doing back in the kitchen? I was teaching Ling how to make pancakes. But doesn't Ling already know how to make pancakes? Not these special ones that my mama makes. And thank you for sharing that with me. I learned a lot today. So the master has become the student. Mostly about molecules, but I can see why you like these so much now. It's a very involved recipe. Almost more like a cake than a pancake. What? That's so cool. Me next, I get to go next. Wait, Alula bakes pancakes? Oh, you want to learn how to make these pancakes too? You might be a little too young. Even an older kid like Nico is scared of some parts. Hey, I wasn't scared. It's just self-defense. Like Kung Fu? Huh? Were you karate chopping all the pots and pans because you were scared? Nico Alula interactions are great. What? No. Because I would. Do you mean like self-preservation? Yeah, that. I don't know that word. I just don't want to be near a hot stove. Especially not around sugar lava. Exactly. Nico was just being responsible. Can you eat the lava? Absolutely do not eat the lava. Wow, Nico is responsible. And the responsible thing for me to do is not let Alula anywhere near a stove. We'll teach you how to make these pancakes when you're a little or a lot older, okay? No, I want to teach you how to make my favorite food. It does not have lava. Oh, in that case, sure. Yay! Guess it's open house day in the kitchen. Oh, we're going... Oh. Hi there, friends. Banana coffee fair. We can walk around. Still blocked off. I wonder how Lamplighter and Alula got in here. Alright. Let's see. Do you got any bread? Oh, the music's a little different in pitch this time. Sure, but it's just pre-sliced, not the loaves you guys normally have. That's even better. Now we don't have to cut it. Okay. You gotta cook the bread on a pan over hot coals. We have a toaster. That's even better. I guess Lula's from the Glen, so they don't have like a lot of technology there either. Now get some yogurt and mix in some salt and seasons. Seasons? Like spring and summer? Of course not, silly. Winter it is. Ling's being a little silly. That's not what I mean, and you know it. I'm assuming you want some sea moss salt? We got a shipment from the Glen a while ago. We also have garlic salt, which tastes similar, but a lot stronger. Give me the garlics! We don't get this much back at home. Okay, mix this out with the yogurt, then just spread this on the bread with a spoon. Oh. I guess yours. Not alive. Do you got any? Will that work? My favorite. Then I like to put some seeds on top of it to make it crunchy. Will these artisanal toasted sesame seeds work? I'll take it. Oh no. New food unlocked. Protein, pretty high. Salt, medium. Energy, a lot. I wonder, does that mean it gives energy or takes energy? Sesame seed, inferior. No. Or some medium. Bird seed, none. No. Where's our bird seed? Fish, quite a bit. So, oh, you want to make something too? I was actually just gonna order my regular jug of coffee, but breakfast won't hurt. Look at you, eating food. Cover your eyes, kids. Oh, or your parents might get mad. Oh no, the music. Step 1, toast slice of bread. Step 2, cover it with butter, room temperature. No, Nico and Lulu left to be saved. Step C, sprinkle on instant coffee and sugar to taste. And done. Instant coffee? Huh. The terrible music. Oh, that's terrifying. It tastes okay. Oh no, new stats. And that's breakfast. Sugar is pretty high. Caffeine, that's all Lamplighter eats, so yeah. Sleep, none. Tastes okay. I can't tell where that is. I think that's in the middle. Good for grown-ups? Good for children? No. Oh no. For lunch, I normally mix the instant coffee into some 3-minute noodles. the cup kind. You don't need to add the sugar. Or if I'm really in a rush, I just put a scoop of coffee into a bag of... Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. This is like just the most disturbing thing. I think you should leave. Oh god. The kitchen. We're just not going to talk about that. I should probably start the coffee machines. Do you want any, Nico? No, thanks. Coffee is for grown-ups. I heard that's really bitter. Only if you drink it black. You might like it in decaf hazelnut cappuccino or mocha latte, though. I only stood one of those words. I like it. Alula drinking black coffee. That was so much fun. Too bad we didn't get to karate chop any pans, though. Please don't do that. Okay, I think these are the same. Makes pancakes. Birthday song. Let's go. Oh, hey. Calamus. And here's everyone. And... oh my god, that's a self-contained universe cover. Aw, they're all so cute. Okay, we have The Watcher, Mason, Kip, George 6 Die Edition, Prototype, Lamplighter, Calamus, Alula, Magpie. Sorry, I thought Magpie was Alula for a second. Shepherd, Cedric. There's Rue down there, I think, and I think that's one of Nightmargin's other characters. I'm pretty sure. Not from this game. Huh. Have you been here this whole time? Don't go running off like that. Sheesh. Sorry, I got hungry. Foraging food is so easy in the city, though. The nice guy at the cafe feeds me for free because I'm very cute and also a baby. Can't argue with that. And he gives this guy here free food because he doesn't take care of himself despite being a grown-up, and his house is probably really messy. Oh my god, Alula just bullied the lamplighter. Hey. Just saying. Whoa, what? Hey, what's up with all the decorations? Is it someone's birthday? Did you just notice? I guess you could call it a birthday. It's the 10-year anniversary. Anniversary of what? Someone's wedding or... I don't think anyone here is married. It's the anniversary of the original... Oh right, you weren't around for that. That's okay, neither was I. Oh yeah, Kip wasn't in the original. I was. Wait, I don't know how to... I was. I was. I think... So they're aware of this world? I don't know. This AU probably doesn't really matter. What anniversary... What are anniversaries but grim reminders that we're inching another year closer to our inevitable demise? Okay. I wasn't around either. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just here for the emotional support. Thanks. Yeah, a lot of us got here pretty late, didn't we? Especially me. Yeah, you really lost me there. Though, it was 10 years ago. You think I can remember that far back? He doesn't. I like how it's just like, he doesn't, like the world just says it. But I'm not gonna pass up an excuse to party. Hey! Hey! Anyway. Oh. What a crowd. I'll say. Looks like I got a lot of cooking to do now, huh? Oh, I'll help. We can make more pancakes. Pancakes? Pancakes. Count me in. You know I'm always up for some breakfast for dinner. George, it's 8 in the morning. We're having breakfast for breakfast. Let me guess, you pulled an all-nighter on those manuscripts again. You know it, breakfast for dinner for breakfast. For lunch. Because we already ate. Pancakes, that makes me nostalgic. We haven't seen them in a long time, have we? So, think that's implying that Cedric and Rue kind of were real people in the old world and then got like digitally transferred. I wonder if, like I know they... Huh. Sorry. Lore's just interesting. Yeah. What are you two whispering about? Just reminiscing. Nico. These must be important to you. Of course. This is my mama's special recipe. They're my favorite thing to eat ever. Ah, how wonderful. You don't want to know how long these took to make, though. I was there. But that time is not wasted if you spend it on something you care about. It's true. These pancakes turned out really good because we spend a lot of time on them. Sick. They won't make you sick. Unless you eat 100 of them. 5,500 grams. Oh, that sounds amazing. Eating 100 pancakes? If they're as good as you say, we just might. Collectively. I can't eat 100 pancakes by myself. That's quitter talk. Speaking of whom... Oh my god, everyone's bullying Lamplighter. I have a name. You're not gonna bail on us again, are ya? I was just gonna get back to work, but... I guess everyone's staying here, so it'd be super awkward if I left now. Yeah, sure, I'll stay. I could go for a second breakfast. I'm a growing baby bird and my body demands nutrients. Nutrients? But it's mostly just sugar. It's a party, so who cares? I love this. Sugar's a nutrient, technically. That means we get to eat as much as we want. That's the spirit. Spirit, there are no spirits here. Magpie, we just said it's like 8 in the morning. What? I'm not getting much. Just a shot. Just what? Oh, you're not gonna. One shot. I don't think this is the right kind of establishment. One shot. I like how they just like... They said the line. Kip's right. We just have to have breakfast foods here. Mostly. Like the hundreds of pancakes coming up. Or however many orders we get. Let's not keep everyone waiting. Okay, I'll go back to work then. See you in a bit. Hey, I said I want to help. Don't start without me. One shot. Magpie. Whoa, there it is. 10th anniversary. This was amazing. I love this. All the character designs and... Oh my god, the interactions are so adorable. Thank you for playing. Thank you for all your support in the last 10 years. Credits. Programming, GIRakaCHEEZER. Title screen art is Shia Parfait. All other art is Nightmargin. Writing, Nightmargin. Music is both Nightmargin and GIRakaCHEEZER. And Pancake recipe is Nightmargin. OneShot original concept. Nightmargin, Eliza Velasquez, and GIRakaCHEEZER. Nico plush available in Fangamer. And there's also anniversary merch. See you next time. That was amazing. Okay, it just closed, so I guess you don't see anything now, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This was a super amazing game. Thank you, Nightmargin and GIRakaCHEEZER, who worked to create it. Thank you, Nico, from hit video game OneShot, and this was super amazing. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everything.